This ranking is based on the play score, a standard rating that averages gamer reviews and critic reviews. Number 10 is Forza Motorsport 6. Not to be mistaken with the other Forza series, Motorsport is an adventure that breathes new life to your gaming racing career. While Horizon makes aims for that irresistible feeling of freedom through its open world experience, Motorsport gives you the actual experience behind the steering wheel. This is the biggest and the finest Forza Motorsport game to date. It puts you on the pedal against multiple players, with more than 26 famous racetracks from around the world. The game features a whole new day and night cycle, weather effects, and a story campaign. Not to be outdone by Horizon, it comes with a whopping 450 licensed cars to choose from. That's twice when compared to its predecessor. Critics have praised the visuals, artificial intelligence, and the quality of its racing mechanics. It's one of Xbox's most popular racing games, and it has a play score of 8.10. Number 9 is Overcooked. If anyone's wondering what's the life behind the counter, then look no further. Overcooked is the perfect game to give meaning to how fast food is. Although it has its own magical touch, it's not easy, but it's a fun co-op experience for you and your friends. Gather a team of adorable little chefs in a fast-paced cooking bonanza. Take on a culinary quest of epic proportions as you travel between kitchens after kitchens in the majestic Onion Kingdom. It's a very simple game, but difficult if not well coordinated. So talk to your friends and pick up that frying pan and use the finest quality of ingredients for that perfect dish, as long as it's not overcooked. It has a play score of 8.13. Number 8 is Geometry Wars 3: Dimensions Evolve. After a series of publisher issues, Lucid Games gives you the best Geometry Wars to date. This is the 6th installment of the multi-directional shooting franchise, and it never runs out of vibrancy and style. The gameplay remains the same, much like its predecessors. The player controls a small ship that can move and shoot in every direction. Face off incoming hordes of glowing, geometrically shaped enemies, and gain the highest score that you can ever collect. The game was praised for its responsive shooting mechanics, various new modes, and a very worthy sequel to Geometry Wars. Most critics even say that this is what a true video game looks like. It has a play score of 8.14. Number 7 is Unravel. Take a peek through the life and times of an adorable little anthropomorphic creature made of yarn. This physics-based puzzle platformer postulates the power of putting your player in a puny world. Travel around its larger-than-life atmosphere and use your yarn abilities to manipulate the environment and solve puzzles. The game's story centralizes on memories. You'll be traversing throughout an emotional adventure of attachment, family, and heart. Critics have praised the game due to its visuals, story, and unique level designs. However, some have criticized the game's pacing in terms of platforming. One thing's for sure, it's a very beautiful platformer for Microsoft platforms. It has a play score of 8.18. Number 6 is FIFA 17. Fans of football can enjoy the fun and excitement of EA's crowning sports game. In its new story mode, play the life of Alex Hunter as he climbs his way to the ranks of his dream FIFA career, called The Journey. It's the first of the series to show a campaign mode, along with dialogue wheels similar to Mass Effect. Aside from this, it's also the first of the series to use the Frostbite engine. With this, the game is smooth in terms of physics and visuals. The quality of the game's Premier League modes is fun, and the return to commentary makes it even better. It's a fun experience to play with alone, but with friends, it gets 10 times better. The game is praised for its gameplay, fluid animations, and presentation. It has a play score of 8.18. Number 5 is The Witness. This is not your conventional go there, do that kind of game. Jonathan Blow, the main man responsible for the classic indie wonder Braid, makes a return in a new riveting puzzle adventure that speaks of possibilities and logical awareness. It's a first-person puzzle experience. Players will explore a huge open world to discover filled with over 650 kinds of puzzles, traverse through its man-made and natural edifices filled with deep mystery. The game encourages you to pay attention to the environment around you and find clues that will help you solve the myriad of puzzles. Over its hundreds of puzzles, players can finish the game without completing everything. But who wouldn't want to test their skills and finish all of them, right? It's praised for giving players a feeling of reward and accomplishment after every puzzle, while at the same time criticized for being too difficult at times. It has a play score of 8.25. Number 4 is Kerbal Space Program. This is the kind of game that offers you the gift of simulating a digital controlled environment to test your limits towards space and science. It's a love letter for aspiring engineers, astronauts, and builders because this game puts the easy in rocket science. The most alluring feature of this game is its realistic orbital physics engine, making the players feel the nauseating effects of objects flying around and around. Control cute little creatures known as Kerbals and slowly construct a working spaceship to ascend into the skies. Once the player achieves the set amount of tasks, the voyage to outer space begins. The game also has mod support if you want some added fun to your journey. The game is a success. It's been praised for the amount of possibilities it generates and the creative community behind it. Even notable organizations recommend this game to everyone, including SpaceX and NASA. Give it a try. It's rocket science. It has a play score of 8.29. Number 3 is F1 2016. Developed by Codemasters, step inside the racetrack in by far the most realistic racing game to date. It's directly based on the Formula 1 season and it's the 8th installment of the F1 franchise. It encourages players to delve deeper into the motorsport scene with over 22 players to race with. The game includes a career mode that lasts for 10 seasons, a deep multiplayer content, and the introduction of the virtual safety car, which aids players behind the wheel. It feels so real, players can actually see the weather effects popping out on screen, and you don't have to be a race car fanatic to enjoy it. Learning curve is pretty low and it delivers the joy of racing on the get-go. Experience Formula 1 like never before because it has a play score of 8.31. Number 2 is Ori and the Blind Forest Definite Edition. But before anyone gets to play it, be prepared for a very emotional adventure. Ori and the Blind Forest is one of the finest platformers of 2015. This Xbox One remaster proves that it can still be as gorgeous and heartwarming as it's been before. Take control of an adorable guardian spirit named Ori. This little mix of squirrel and cat is the game's central hero. Use his powerful abilities to take down foes and solve puzzles in its decaying world. The platforming mechanics of the game is gradually developing, making it harder and harder the further you are into the game. Ori can also gain abilities and upgrade them via a feature called Soul Link. The game requires not only skill, but reflexes to master the art of leaping through the air, escaping exploding volcanoes, and defeating big bosses. The game is lauded for its captivating story and the tone of its visuals really suits the game. It has a play score of 8.53. And here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. Dirt Rally. This is one of the more authentic racing experiences on the Xbox. On top of the more realistic simulation of racing and car management, it also comes with a good variety of cars, racetracks, and racing modes. It's a good racer for young gamers and it has a play score of 8.01. Through. This fun puzzle platformer may be the reason to plug your Kinect back in. It's one of the few successful attempts to making use of Xbox One's Kinect. Playing it on co-op mode with your kids is a great way to bond through gaming. It has a play score of 7.98. Trackmania Turbo. If you're looking for a flashier racing game, then this is for you. A colorful, physics-defying arcade stunt racer. It moves away from the grittier aspect of racing to bring something fun and casual. It receives a play score of 7.95. Farming Simulator 17. The title says it all. Put on the boots of a modern North American farmer and till hundreds of acres of land. Grow crops like corns and beans and take good care of your livestock, chicken, pigs, and cows. It's one interesting game with a play score of 7.93. Madden NFL 16. But if you or your kid is into sports, particularly American football, represent one of the NFL teams playing the Madden Club Series and aim for the championship. It's a big improvement from the previous releases and it has a play score of 7.92. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below. Number 1 is Forza Horizon 3. Xbox One's crowning glory when it comes to racing games. This third entry to the ever-improving Horizon series makes it the best of the series. It boasts a dynamic open world to discover, tons of customizable features, and of course, more licensed cars. Players who require the sweet escape of life need to grab a copy of this game. Set in a rich Australian region, watch the sunrise and set because its seamless transition from day and night makes it all the more brilliant. It's also the first of the series to feature cross-platform play, making it convenient to play with other players on the PC and Xbox. Enjoy its Grand Festival and play with your friends or via online play if you want to feel the breeze of the Australian air. It has a play score of 9.15 and it's a very recommended game for people looking for a game suited for everyone. We publish 4 gaming videos every week. Don't miss any of them. Click that bell button beside subscribe, check the send me box, and save. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. To receive the latest play score and gaming updates, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+.